back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to chemistry class. Glad to have your ass in chemistry class for part 2 of alcohol awareness for the month of April. We talked about last week alcohol absorption and alcohol. We're going to talk today about alcohol metabolism and hangovers. So I'm going to drop some gems. Please feel free to ask any type of questions, post any type of questions, make any type of comments, but feel free and please do like, share, and subscribe. The girl wants to go worldwide, so I'm gonna need y'all support. So like I said, glad to have your ass back in chemistry class. You know who I am. I am Professor Health. I am your friendly neighborhood healer, but not your average dope dealer. And y'all know the dope we're talking about today has been served up on every block around the world. Well, let's say in the hood. It's alcohol. That's the dope we're talking about. It's legal dope. We're going to talk about it, and Professor Health is going to break it down like a pound. So let's get into it and let's do it, okay? Okay. Chemistry class today is going to be relatively short. I'm just here to drop some gems on you guys. So please feel free, like I said, to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking, comments, ask me questions, get at your girl. So alcohol metabolism and hangovers. Let's get to it and let's do it. We talked about this last week. We'll go ahead and give it a friendly little recap. Alcohol is a diuretic causing urination and inhibits the water reabsorption. So it's going to stop your water from being reabsorbed when you're drinking alcohol. Increases blood pressure. Also lowers blood glucose by the insulin is being more so secreted, so it's going to lower blood glucose. It's going to impair your judgments. Okay, you are going to lose what people say your inhibitions, like your normal way of thinking, your cognition. You'd be like, you know what, I wouldn't do that. But when you want alcohol, when you want that dope, you may go for what you're going to go for. Okay, so it's going to impair those judgments. You may regret some things because you normally wouldn't do that had it not been for the drink. Blame it on the alcohol. It's also a reproductive hazard. So when you look at that back of that bottle and you see that health paragraph you have on there or statement from the U.S. General, it's basically telling you that a woman shouldn't be drinking alcohol, and also others should not be operating heavy machinery, blah, 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 blah. But I've read those statements before. I don't know how many people buy their drink and they actually read down the back of the bottle, but take some time to read what's on the back of the bottle. So metabolism, how it goes, how is it broken down in the body? What is the body doing to it? So we got a lot of chemical jargon going on over here. Don't be afraid. Fear not. Professor Health has got you. Breaking it down like a pound. So ethanol is going to be metabolized in the body to a byproduct called acetaldehyde. This is going to occur via alcohol dehydrogenase. What is that, Professor Health? It's an enzyme. It's going to help speed up the reaction. It's going to help the reaction, right? Don't need to know that. Just being a nerd and put it in there. Don't need to know that. Then from alcohol to acetaldehyde, we go to acetate. Acetate is going to, the catalyst for that is going to be aldehyde dehydrogenase. Don't need to know that. All you need to know is ethanol goes to acetaldehyde goes to acetate. That's how alcohol is metabolized in the body. But how is this? Where is this happening at? Well, mainly in the liver. We got the brain, we have the pancreas, and we also have the GI tract or the gastrointestinal tract. You're like, what is the gastrointestinal tract, Professor Health? Well, imagine yourself putting some food into your body. You're going to chomp it up, and then it's going to what? It's going to go down your GI tract. So your GI tract is going to basically be from your mouth all the way into your intestine, where it goes in to where it comes out. Okay, that's your gastrointestinal tract. So you know what we do here at chemistry class. We always do a Math Sciences Monday recap. We start off on Monday. We say, bam, we're going to let this sit right here. And then Wednesday, we're going to come back and we're going to say why we said that. So why did we say alcohol does not contain carcinogens? We said that was false. Why do we say that was false? Well, obviously, you know me by now. You know that alcohol contains carcinogens. Alcohol contains carcinogens, and one carcinogen byproduct is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is very toxic. causes significant damage to the liver, the cellular membrane, and links to coordination and memory impairment. It also contributes to hangovers. So this is why I say it's false. If someone comes and tells you alcohol does not contain carcinogens, they're a damn lie. And now you know, you can tell them why. I know, alcohol does contain carcinogens because why? It contains acetaldehyde. That might not roll off the tongue for many people that quickly, or you might maybe feel like I don't know what I'm talking about, but acetaldehyde is what you know. Acetaldehyde, carcinogen in alcohol. Bam. There you go. Boom. But what's up with acetaldehyde? It's a carcinogen, and that's up for discussion. However, I'm going to say it's a carcinogen because the Environmental Protection Agency has it as a group B2. This is basically a list that denotes how much of a carcinogen a compound or chemical is, right? So acetaldehyde is group B2. It's possibly carcinogenic to humans. Well, it's possible, right, that you can get cancer. Well, you can't rule out the fact that you can't get cancer. So when they say it's possible, they just want to let you know the severity of something, right? The likelihood. It could possibly happen. So if it could possibly happen, then it can happen. So you can get cancer. So basically, you want to go ahead and call it a carcinogen. However, it is flammable. 10 to 30 times more toxic than alcohol. So basically, when you're drinking alcohol, the body metabolizes it and it becomes more toxic, right? So outside of you putting it in your body helps it convert to acetaldehyde. It would not convert to your body, let me go back to that. Let me clear. Your body helps it convert to acetaldehyde, and it's 10 to 30 times stronger than alcohol. So your body is helping intensify that toxicity. Acetaldehyde can be found in alcoholic beverages, various plants, veggies, ripe fruits. If you ever have a really, really ripe fruit and it smells really, really like sweet, it smells really sweet, sweetish. That's not what I'm saying. It smells sweet. That's going to be associated with acetaldehyde. You have cigarette smoke, you got gas, you could be in diesel exhaust. So all these 16-wheelers, are they 16-wheelers, 18-wheelers? Whatever them big trucks are, I don't know how many wheels they got. The ones with all the wheels, and even just the other trucks that don't have as many wheels. However, those are contributing to diesel exhaust in the air, in our ozone layer, in our population. They are damaging Mother Earth as we know it. So acetaldehyde is in that. If you've ever been riding behind one of those trucks and the exhaust just comes out and you're like, it's acetaldehyde in that. So acetaldehyde is also used to make acetic acid. We talked about acetic acid before in chemistry class, and we said that it's found where? In vinegar. It's the acid you'll find in vinegar. It's also used as a food flavor additive in pastries, fruit juice, soft drinks, desserts, milk products, such as yogurt. So if you're eating you some good old Yoplait, or you're eating you some other brand of yogurt, you better believe you got what in there? Acetaldehyde. Also found in some fermented foods such as milk, soy products, canned veggies, and non-alcoholic beverages. Also used as a preservative. But what's up with these hangovers? So we talked about the metabolism of alcohol. We talked about a main component in it. We talked about acetaldehyde. Now, what does that got to do with hangovers? Well, acetaldehyde is linked to causing a hangover, also as well as dehydration and low blood glucose. But then we got to talk about methanol. We're going to talk about hangovers, right? Another fermented product of alcohol, which is highly toxic, said to be in small amounts in alcohol, however, highly toxic. Ethanol and methanol are metabolized with the same enzymes. So enzymes, I told y'all earlier about how alcohol is broken down, but I said you don't need to know. However, those same enzymes help break down methanol. However, methanol and alcohol have two totally different byproducts, right? Produce very totally different things. Now, alcohol is going to convert to acetaldehyde to acetate. However, methanol is going to convert to formaldehyde, which is also a carcinogen. So we know that acetaldehyde is a carcinogen, formaldehyde, carcinogen. Both possible carcinogens, or suspected carcinogens, all in what? The liquor you're drinking, or the liquor I used to drink. So a hangover. Okay, this is some funny. This is funny right here, right? So my father have a family party, and I used to party it up. Okay, so my father would always drink Bloody Marys after his long night of partying. He would tell me, when you drink, get a Bloody Mary the next morning. And I didn't understand it. If I knew now what I know now, then your girl would have avoided so many hangovers and like alcohol poisoning. So drink a Bloody Mary the next morning. Shout out to my girl Ebonique. I love you. She told me this saying years ago. You gotta bite the dog that bit you. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you about that later. So Bloody Mary contains very little methanol, so less likely to contribute to a hangover. While your standard alcohols are going to contain more methanol that help contribute to a hangover, Bloody Mary doesn't have that much in there. That's why they're saying drink a Bloody Mary. It'll help you with your hangover. Now, bite the dog that bit you basically means that whatever you were drinking that night, if you're hungover, you need to continue drinking. So, for example, if you were drinking Hennessy last night, you hungover this morning, you should have some more Hennessy. If you were drinking Remy 1738 this morning, you should have some Remy 1738. Why? You're feeding the body more alcohol, which keeps those enzymes working to metabolize alcohol, which basically keeps the focus on the alcohol and takes the focus on the methanol and lets methanol escape through the back door. What do I mean by that? Meanwhile, while methanol is being excreted via urine before it's even converted to formaldehyde. So it's going to creep out that body very quickly while the body is focusing on the alcohol. So I'm focusing on this right here, but I'm going to let that methanol contribute to hangover as well. I'm going to let that go out the back door. Or I'm going to let it go out the bladder if you want to be specific, because it's excreted via urine. Now, another funny fact. Women versus men. Can women drink more liquor? Can men drink more liquor? Well, let's break down the science of it. Women have less of those enzymes I was talking to you about when I said alcohol metabolism. That enzyme is acetyl dehydrogenase. So women have less of this enzyme that metabolizes acetaldehyde to acetate. So because they're lacking or have less of this, acetaldehyde sits in the body more so than for a woman than a man, because they have less of that enzyme that's needed to break it from acetaldehyde to acetate. So this which allows more of the body time to metabolize alcohol, so leaving more in the system. So this is why a woman, and this is not in all cases, because some people built differently. My sister, she's built differently. Okay, that's a man right there. Not in it like physically, but when she can drink, that's a man. Anyhow, so this is why women tend less likely to be able to keep up with men when they're drinking. But if you my sister, you ain't got no problems. So you know I gotta leave you some tips before I go, right? It's only right for me to give you some tips. So, you know, Professor Health has a non-judgmental zone. If you're drinking, you're doing your thing, have at it. I'm not about that life no more. People who know me know when I was in that life, I was about that life. But I ain't about it no more. However, so you can choose not to drink it. It's on you. If I were you, what would I do? What would Brittany do? She wouldn't drink it. But that ain't true. So if you want to drink it, drink with water. That helps with hangovers, keeping your body hydrated, right? Drink on a full stomach. We talked about these tips last week, which slows the absorption of alcohol into your bloodstream. So not drinking after you've already been to the bar. I mean, not eating after you've already been to the bar. You done had all the liquor you can have at happy hour, all the shots, and you shotting it up, right? By now, you're trying to eat, the liquor is already doing its thing in the body. So it's kind of counterproductive. So you want to eat before you start the drinking, right? And you want to drink water while you're drinking alcohol. And you see people who drink vodka and club soda. Let me get vodka and soda. That soda helps them. That water helps them, right? With their ability to not get drunk so much faster. So you can take a page out of their notebook or their book or whatever, and you can also maybe have some club soda with your with your drink, whatever it is you're drinking. Or maybe you just can chug some water in between your drinks. Whatever you got to do, make sure you do it safely and make sure you stay hydrated. Get you some food in your body if you're choosing to drink. And know that hangover, when and if you get one, bite the dog that bit you or get your ass a Bloody Mary. And that is chemistry class for today. I am Professor Health, your friendly neighborhood healer, but not your average dope dealer. And I just dropped some gems on you. I hope that you can use. Like again, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Because the dope we talked about today is too piping hot to not share with someone you love or someone that you don't. So signing off, I will see you guys next week. We will be talking about, what are we talking about? Infertility. So we're going to be talking about infertility next week. So you might want to be around if you're looking to fertilize some eggs or you're looking for your egg to get fertilized. Anyways, have a great day. Peace, love, you guys as always.